quick overview on how to make a property video out of the photos that you've already taken and most likely uploaded to MLS. First thing we want to do is go to your start button on your computer and type in the word movie. We want to find Windows Live Movie Maker. On older versions of Windows it might just be called Windows Movie Maker, which is fine. So click on that to open it. Click on Add Videos and Photos, and then browse to find your photos. The easiest way to do it is to keep all photos for one property in a separate folder and name them in the order that you want them to appear. So I did A, B, C, D. I like using the alphabet because you get 26 of them automatically. And if you get more than that, you get down to Z, your next one can be, ZA, ZB, ZC, whatever you want it to be. Click on the first one, hold your shift key, click on the last one, that highlights all of them until it opens. That pops them all into your video. If you were to play it from right here, you see that it just plays along. We're going to do a couple other things. So pause that. First thing we're going to do is add a title, so click on your first photo, make sure you're on home, and click on title. Change this to whatever you want it to be. I suggest the property address, and maybe quick info like number of baths, number of bedrooms, square footage. Whatever you want to put on that first slide. You can move it around, you can change the size, but note that whatever you change it to changes the size of everything in the little title box. And then of course we want to make sure at the end we give them contact information. So click on the last slide, come back up here and click on credits, highlight everything in there and type whatever you want. Take a property tour or for more information. And be sure to comply with track requirements. You need your title, you need the broker's name, so be sure you put realtor, real estate agent, whatever you want, and Century 21 Judge Fight. And then put whatever country information you want to include. You can include your phone number, your email. Remember that the first realtor that a client talks to is usually the one they go with, so do whichever method you can respond to the most quickly. So clicking back on our first slide there, you see that it's going to scroll through the pictures, but it clicks between them pretty quickly. So we want something a little bit cuter. So click on your first one, hold your shift key, click on your last slide, go up here to animations, and we're going to do two things. First one is clicking on this automatic pan and zoom, which makes the pictures move around a little. Really easy to do. And then we also want to click on the transition. I like this crossfade. So click on those two. Click your play button again to see what it looks like. And it's nice how they transition between. It pans and zooms a little bit different on each picture. So if you like the results, go ahead and stop it and click on your first one again. The next thing you want to do is check the time here. We're at 2 minutes 30 seconds, which is pretty good. You definitely want less than 3 minutes, but you also want to check how quickly the slides are transitioning from one to another. You don't want it too quick or too slow. Too slow, they lose focus. Too quick, they can't see the picture good enough. But if you need to change that total time, you want to highlight all of your slides. So click on the first one, hold shift, click on the last one. And a really easy way to do this is click on the edit tab right there. You see your slide duration is 7 seconds. You can switch that down, maybe make it 6. That drops our movie time to 2 minutes 3 seconds, which should be pretty good. So click on that first slide again, click play. It's going a little bit faster, but still long enough, I think, for them to get a good overview. So that right there would be enough to make the movie, but if you want to add a bit of audio and add a music track, you can do that really easily. First of all, there is a website called museopen.org. It has royalty-free music that is in the public domain, so you can click on their music catalog, browse the music, find something you like, download it so that it's available for you to include in your video. I've already downloaded one, so I'm going to go home, click Add Music, and then click Add Music again. I'm going to find the track I want wherever I downloaded it, say Open. I also know that I don't want the music to be the main focus, so I want to turn it down a little. So under Music Tools, click Options, click Music Volume, and take it maybe about halfway down. Click back on your first slide, and you'll be able to then view it with music and see if that is how you want. So to test it, click on play. I kind of like that. I do want the music just a tad bit quieter, so I'm going to click Options again. You can also fade it in at the beginning and fade it out at the end of the video, so let's do that. I think I like that. So there's the video, used my photos that I optimized, and a complete how-to is in a different video. It's right at 2 minutes. I like this. I think we're good to go. So I'm going to go back to home. I'm going to save my movie. In this version, it's over here by Save Movie. I always save it. I don't ever upload it directly in case I want to edit it later. So click on Save Movie. It's going to save it with the recommended settings. I suggest you name it to the address. It takes it a few minutes to compile these videos. When they're only 2 minutes long, it's not quite as bad, but let it compile, and I'll be back in 2 seconds when it finishes. And as you can see, it's finishing up right there. Now you can either play it or open it. You would go into YouTube, sign in if you need to. You're going to click on the upload button, select files from your computer, navigate to where you saved it. There it is right there. Click on it, click open. While you do that, you want to go ahead and fill out the title. You want to fill out some compelling description. In the description, you also want to include to schedule a tour. You also want to include your full URL so that people can click and find your website. Change your privacy settings to public, choose a category, and that's it. Once it's ready, it will be live. It gives you the link where it will be live right there, so you can copy and paste that and add it to your websites. That's as easy as it is now. We saved it as a video file. I also like to go ahead and close the program. It'll say, do you want to save the changes to my movie? That's the raw files that you can go back and edit. You can't edit the video, but you can edit the movie project. So I always say yes. I name it relatively the same thing, but I change the end and call it project. That's how I do it. I usually also save the raw data videos like this in a different folder than I do the finished ones. Click save, you're done.